See, I speak on organized stalking and life as a targeted individual only because this is what I truly live, and this is not some type of love and light agenda or some type of hugs and kisses agenda, you know what I mean? So I don't speak on this to spread fear. I don't speak on this to spread negativity or drain anybody of any of their energy. But you do have the free will to click off this video if you don't like hearing the truth, or if the truth frightens you or makes you feel any low-level emotions. Because I'm not forcing anybody to hear what I have to say. I don't have an agenda I push on people, like these people who go around using defamation of character and slandering a person's name to turn people against them. I don't do that type of shit. Because I'm not a coward, you know what I mean? I don't work in groups against one person. You know, I don't work with corrupt police. I don't work with no government. I don't have to work with no feds or FBI just to set people up. I don't do that type of coward shit to people. But I know that's what a lot of people like to do. Nowadays, I think it's been normalized to the point where the vast majority are either involved, they're completely clueless, or you're a targeted individual. And that's just my take on it. That's just my personal take. I'm not saying that's end all be all, but from what I've seen, it seems like that's where we're at right now. And the so-called New World Order, the NWO, is already set in place. You know, it's already in play. Because you're not going to get a network or grid of individuals that know where you are to synchronize with you, that use defamation of character to misrepresent you among your communities, among your family members, among your workplace. You're not gonna go through this at the hands of regular people. This is something that is methodically put in place by specific individuals who are in positions of authority, quote unquote higher ups. So at the same time, these people on the street, these are just what I call, these are just the puppets. Really, that's all it is. Just as I'm arriving now at the spot that I was going to just get some shade, you got people popping up out the blue. Like I said, it's not regular people that are taking the time to map out where you're going and your habits, your daily routines, your routes, how long you spend at places, what you buy, what you do on your device or whatever you're searching up or whatever you're looking into and researching. So that begs the question, why would we need FBI fusion centers in every single state, the majority of every single state, to document people who are supposedly suspected terrorists when there has been no crime committed, there has been no act of terrorism? How are there still crimes being committed or acts of so-called terrorism if we have everybody under surveillance and we got all these fusion centers set up around America as a whole? That's the question. Because I guarantee you that the majority of these actual criminals out here that are pulling off actual crimes and RICO crimes and things of that nature, these people are out here walking free. These people are out here, getting paid a yearly salary as an informant. So when you really look at it all in a nutshell, who's the real criminals? Who's the one who needs to be actually put on a watch list and monitored and under surveillance and slandered and, you know, babysat 24/7 by all these networks and these organizations and these interfaces, these technological interfaces that are in place to watch a person, you know, monitor everything they do, monitor their traffic of what they do. And I knew it was something deeper when it was different people from different locations speaking on it. And all that revealed to me was, if you have targeted individuals in every state or different state to state, country to country, that all that tells you is that this is a network. That's all that tells you. That this is not something that's secluded to one area. This isn't something that's just small. So anybody participating in organized stalking or your gang stalking is only one of many of their puppets. That's only one of many. And this is probably, in my opinion, probably one of the biggest psychological operations that's been ran on the masses. And that's only what we know of. So at the end of the day, you know, I don't speak on this to drain you. I don't speak on these truths to spread negativity or fear. But like I said, it's not all hugs and kisses. I mean, look where that's got us. And at the end of the day, once you know you're targeted and you wake up to what's really going on, you'll see the truth that all these police agencies, these intelligence agencies, these government agencies, FBI through CIA, NSA, all these supposed agencies that are supposed to keep us safe are the same ones that are utilizing their technology and their access to private information to basically create what's called a hit list. A watch list is all that is just a hit list against innocent Americans that they don't want, you know, waking other people up, speaking the truth. So think about it. If you're a part of a government or a huge organization, an agency that's built on lies, that's built on deceiving the people, that's built on creating chaos and then putting yourself up as the hero, what are you going to do to people who are speaking the truth? What are you going to do to people who are exposing what's really going on? You're going to do the same thing the East German Stasi did. You're going to misrepresent them. You're going to make up lies and use defamation of character. You're going to do anything you can to discredit them in order to silence any type of opposition against your agenda. So all these tactics, these are only one of many. And I believe that the truth is way deeper than just gang stalking and organized stalking. But that's what I mainly touch on this channel. But I am very aware that it goes deeper than that. And to end it all, to end this video, I honestly came to the conclusion that like a lot of these people who are participating in this and doing this to innocent people, they don't realize that they're actually working on their own demise. You're basically putting effort into your own demise because America's already a police state. America's already a surveillance state. But the irony of it all is that perpetrators and perps have children themselves. So you're a perp, but you have children, and one day you'll have to leave this earth, but your children will be subject to the police state and these agendas that you helped push when you were here alive. So basically, all these people they're so idiotic, they don't realize they're setting up their own children for failure. That's what they're doing. And like I said, nobody's out of the question. I'm not saying all police. I'm not saying all military. I'm not saying it's all people in positions of authority. But from what I've seen, to end this video, I think that organized stalking, from what I've seen, it includes corrupted police, people in positions of authority. It It includes EMS, emergency responders, fire department, which are most likely are Freemasons. It includes city workers, like I said. I don't know if I said that already. I've been walking out here a while, kind of hot. But judges, Freemasons, local Masonic lodges. It seems like it includes everybody in a position of authority. That's what I've realized. Ex-military veterans, ex-police officers, off-duty police officers, whoever's in a position of authority, it seems like that's what this includes. That's what I've realized. I'm not saying everybody, but for the most part, it seems like everybody I've seen perping has a background somewhere along the lines, and all a police officer is just somebody who's serving the agenda of the state and the government. So all that they're here to keep you safe and protect you bullshit, that's just all that's bullshit there to keep the sheep in line. And that's how I'm gonna end that.